Okay, recording. All right, case 3 and 4.
Just one moment. Huh?
Yeah, no problem. Take your time.
Okay, can you guys see our screen here? Our web page, my screen, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what I have. We have at the moment. So this is our main page. And then we have our homepage, and then about us. We have some video about our school. This is the work by our student.
That's really good. Yeah. Very nice. We can't hear the sound though, but it's okay.
Oh, okay. How to share the sound? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you want to stop sharing? Stop sharing first.
Yeah, can also.
Yeah, stop sharing and then share again. But when you press share, there is an option. Before you press the share button, you select the window to share, but there is one option there, share sound. If you can see it.
Okay, I'll try.
Right at the bottom of the page, Mr. Lee.
Yeah. Still no sound, but it's okay. We could, I think, no problem.
Try again. I'm not good with this.
Before you click on share,
It's all
there
right.
is an option at the
Oh, okay, I
bottom
saw
left.
that.
Yeah, small square.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Stephanie.
This is about the school, yeah?
Yeah, it's about the school. But it's the work by our student, our ex-student.
Excellent.
Today is a very special day because as I look back 10 years ago, we started with about 70 over students, and my aim was simply this, to make education a lot more wholesome, where it's not just about textbooks, but we can have an education where our students go way beyond, where life is actually a lot more interesting, not just homework, not just schoolwork, though I do want them to have good results, but life is interesting. There's a lot to learn out there, and this is what we have achieved. Also, a lifelong of character building, and not just character building, but character transformation. Today, when I look at the students in Nobel, they really have noble hearts and noble minds. I'm very proud of the students in Nobel.
I have remained in Nobel for these past 6 years because I find Nobel to be the place where I can give of my heart to education, be able to really input into the lives of the students. I enjoy both teaching the students at math and chemistry, and I enjoy also being part of the management team. It has been a good time because we see the growth in the students, in the lives of the students. We see them growing academically. We also see them growing up as a person in their character, in the changes in their character. We have seen good leaders coming up from these students, We have seen caring hearts in these students. Many students have come back to us and told us that Nobel had been a very good experience for them. And this is something that really encourages our hearts. It's something that I would want to continue to be able to input into this school and into the lives of the students.
I feel that in education is something that I can leave something behind for the next generation, to raise the next generation. That would be a good trade of my one life for the lives of so many children that we as teachers can impact. And I've told my teachers and my students over and over again, if I were to choose my profession again, I will probably choose to be a teacher. That would be the better choice. And I think for the rest of my life, I will be a teacher. And every day as I continue to teach, I love it more and more. It brings me greater sense of fulfillment, greater sense of satisfaction to see the children learn, not only academically, but to see the children's character being transformed. That's the greatest joy.
Every day there's interesting things that happen, and I'm very glad to say that my students are very involved with one another. They help one another, they believe in peer teaching together. They also get very involved in community work, in the foundation, and it's really a life cycle of reaching out and helping others. I'm proud of Nobelians because your life is really not just about yourself, but about others too. And you have proven it at a very young age. How wonderful and how fortunate we are to have young people that do this.
What I like most about this school is the people. Whether it is a student, a teacher, or a staff member, I feel that everyone in this school shows a kindness and character that is unexpressible, and I think that that's what's really good about our school. The people in our school are very well-mannered, well-disciplined, and that shows a lot about the people in our school.
Over the years, Nobel has grown a lot, like in terms of structure and student population. Last time we have like extra rooms, and now we have not enough rooms. So it shows a growth of a school.
Okay, sorry,
That's
should I continue with the rest? So sorry for wasting you guys' time.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's up to you. If you're really proud of it, you want to
Okay.
continue playing, it's up to you. But we can
Yeah.
continue. We can move on.
It reminded me, quite a number of them are graduated. It reminded me that I'm old already. Yeah, all my ex-students. Yeah, they graduated.
Such a
But
well.
they did a lot of
Yeah.
they did a lot of good work. So I'll show you the leaderboard we have here.
Fantastic.
So I have already so sorry, I don't know whether this is confidential or what, but this is the AdMax sets student name, my student.
Mm,
And then we have I did the rank badges,
Very
and
good.
then they are here. I defined them. There are altogether 7 of them.
Mm,
I think actually I copy from the camp, something to do with the camp, the spreadsheets. Then I
Yes.
edited from there. Yeah, that's why you can see the dollar sign is still there. And then we have the rank. I created Epic Hero, Legend. I think quite similar to yours. And then Adventurer, Pathfinder, Apprentice, and Novi, and plus one more not applicable here, NA. And then the point I said is almost the same like yours. And also I have the description. Yeah, the description about what they have, I think is also similar to yours. Plus one more, the feedback. I have the feedback here as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
perhaps I can still further polish the feedback. Yeah, I think that is good one, the feedback. So that it will lighten our teachers' work, because from time to time we need to write feedback for the student.
Yeah.
So that is the badges. And then the total score are here. This is their total score, so students can view how much they get. But this is not really, I haven't test run with my student, just the test, just the test dummy number only. And then the task input here, I also haven't created the avatar. Then they have the student name, their class, set 1. These are all admit sets 1 to student, their gender. And then the task also haven't really like do it properly. So we have like task 1, 2, 3. I haven't named them yet. Okay, maybe perhaps the escape room is one of them. Then their score. And then we have the last one is the leaderboard. So which I have put everything together. And I managed to put everything in such a way that they can see all, but need to score down because there are quite a number of students here. We have 18 here taking AdMed set 1. Then the feedback is here, and then their batch. They will change according to the score. This is also like the spreadsheet from Dr. Charles as well. I edited.
Sure.
But I think there are still, where room for improvement. And then we also have resources here
Very good.
on gamification in maths and also Google Site for beginner.
Very good.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's what we have.
Really good. Now, just a question. Your leaderboard, I think it's really well made, and it's really good to see how you guys really utilize the template, and you must have. It really does show that you have studied how the template works and you're customizing the template. But also it's interesting to hear your feedback on the automated feedback system. But you see the tricky bit about the automated feedback system is how you classify each feedback under which category. So the trick is the catch is always at the rubric, because you, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Lee, you are basically, this is all based on one input.
Yeah, correct.
One
so
input, right?
what my plan is, because right for KS4, for example, right, at maths or physics, right, actually we have a Cambridge learner's guide. So they will break into which component they are weak at. So in future, maybe we can work on that. But it's very, very complex. Which area, which topic they are weak at from different topics, right? So from there, right, the feedback will be very specific for the learners. Yeah.
True. So at least you some automated feedback will be necessary, and then, like as you said, some of the arbitrary feedback, that means the ones that you need to give a lot more this consultation for specific students, that will be a separate thing. So in a way, it does filter out, what the according to criteria need, So you're right when you say it's complex. But what's also interesting is that the input, the data input is just one place, and you said the automatic the badges would change accordingly. So therefore, it is a self-updating leaderboard. So congrats, well done, KS4. I think this is really good. And also another question: is this connected to the gamified lesson that you presented earlier?
We haven't managed to like input is connected, but we haven't managed to put in the implant,
the customization part.
Game. Yeah, the customize. Yeah, perhaps maybe today after that I can learn more on how to like put in our game there.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So very good, KS4. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Actually, I also learned a lot from others, and also a lot of motivation when seeing others doing very well. Yeah. I just want to thank all the teachers and also Dr. Charles. Thank you very much.
No doubt. Everyone here is contributing so much to each other, even to me. Yeah, I'm also learning from you. I mean, this is it's so interesting to see your iteration of the design. So that makes you guys designers, in a way. So, all right. What about KS3? KS3? Do you have anything to show?
Yes, Dr. Charles. Can you hear?
Yes, I can.
All right. Yeah, we do have a few things to show, but of course, it's not like our final, the final product yet.
No problem.
It's still a process.
Yep.
So we're going to show you the website, and then after that, we're going to show you the leaderboard.
Okay.
All right. So let me just share my screen. Okay, can all of you see my screen?
Still loading, I think. I'm not seeing it yet. Yep, I'm seeing it.
All right, so this would be our home page, and our our game is called Surviving Camp Green Lake. So this would be the home page,
Okay.
and we would also have our about game. Okay, about the game. So we have information over here. So we actually took your advice from Canva, and we actually designed all of this. Yeah, and
Very good.
then when we talk about how to play, so this particular painting that all of you are seeing right now was actually done by Miss Farah. She did it with watercolors,
No.
and I actually combined all of it and then edited it on Canva to actually create this I would say aesthetic look. And of course, we would have like the mode, the platform that we will be using, and also the characters that Miss Farah created. So
Okay.
here we would have like Stanley and Zero. And then if we go on to the next, okay. Yeah, basically you can see that all of the characters over here have like 8 pairs of characters. So in total 16. So yeah, these are all of the characters of the game. So the guide, we are still working on the guide in terms of finalizing the rules of the game. And this would be our leaderboard. So I mentioned to you, Dr. Charles, we were actually having some problem with the badges.
The badges. Okay.
Yeah. So but we have already created our badges.
Okay.
Later I'll show you, but yeah, we are having some problems in terms of the formula.
Okay.
And we do have the resources page that needs to be done up, and then we also have a little bit about us and who
Nice.
created the game and everything like that. So in terms of the leaderboard, okay, it's loading. Just give it a moment. All right. Okay, so this would be all of the badges that we have created. So again, all of this is actually done in Canva, and based on all of the icons and the things that you can find in the novel, that is actually very, very significant. So we would have like the Converse shoes, the jackets, the shovels, the mountains, and even the treasure of gold coins. So we have like five different badges. So we have the Novice, Apprentice, Pathfinder, Adventurer, and also Legend.
Sorry to interrupt you. Which novel is this again?
Holes by Louis Secker.
How do you spell the title? Hole.
Holes.
Holes by
Louis. Louis.
Yeah.
SAC.
Secker.
Yes, HAR.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
So, okay, this would be the badges, and then for the game that is going to be displayed on Tabletopia, we've also created like special avatars. So it's a little bit like a neon theme, to actually make it pop out. Yes. So, and then we would have the total over here. And then as for the task input, we are going to have in total 30 tasks. Okay. So we will have like 10 tasks that will equal to like 100 points. So $100, and then 20 tasks, okay, equaling to $200. So students will be able to actually complete the task, and we will be able to tabulate it here in the Excel sheet. And this would just be for reference sake. So yeah, this would be what we have created so far.
Wow. Even if it's work in progress, I think everyone's work is work in progress at the same time. But what you're showing me, the complexity of this, you are really putting really a lot of attempt to try to realize the whole theme of the story. And you're making yours interactive. You realize that? You're making yours like an interactive story. And everything they do in that world matters. And isn't that fascinating? And but the one catch to this is this: since you're tabulating quite a lot of these things, so I bet that again, is this going to be a one input source, or is that two inputs? How many times you need to input the data in order for this to work?
Well, we are actually planning to, have it like a competition. Okay. So
Yeah.
maybe at the end of the year, where they would, test their knowledge for fun in the classroom, and then
Right.
get to play, like one time. And then, they complete all of the 30 tasks in around,
Okay.
50 minutes to 1 hour. So
Okay.
yeah, I would say it's a one-time kind of thing, but I think the
One-time.
teachers would actually have to put in the marks.
Right. So the teachers collaborate and put in the marks. So this is your one is designed to be not like a whole semester lesson or whole class lesson. It's more like a one-time activity.
Yes.
Right, right. But it's the self-updating thing, and it's published on the site. It makes it so much easier for the participants to interact with. Yeah,
Yes.
that's really, really, really interesting. Fantastic. Now, okay, let's go to my leaderboard. Your leaderboard, actually. Yeah. So I'm going to share the screen. Let's get to my browser. Okay. Right. So this is the input sheet. So now let's go to, hope it's not too small for you to see. Let's go to KS4 first. Okay. Oops. Clear. KS4. Okay. Right. So well done, this group. What Mr. Lee showed was very, very promising. So let's use one person as the model for this. So you already have an initial count. And so now for the strategy map. So this is the discount here. Okay. So it looks like you guys are definitely on the developing side, but what do you think, Mr. Lee? Do you think you deserve where do you think you stand here? Mastering or outstanding? I would say mastering. Yeah. Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I don't dare to say I'm outstanding. A lot of teachers here, they are better than us. Yeah, I believe they are better than us. Yeah.
Oh, well, no one is better from each other. Everyone is unique here. So I would say that I think you put in quite a good effort. So you want to reward your teammates and yourself. So I think maybe you won an 11. Yeah. So I think it's a pretty good job. Let's go for 11. Okay. But just remember, this can be added on. So from time to time. So let's just start with 10 then. Okay. So definitely it's going to be added on from time to time. So good. Let's go on to the next person. Mr. Lee, you get a 10. So you see, remember, there's only one time that I add in the figures. So you get in a 10. And then last but then Miss Nurul Shahira, the 8. I could either use the hyperlink or I could just go straight to the tabs. Then Miss Jiaxin. Okay, first input, KS4 input is done. You can see everyone got a 10 score over 15. Yeah. Now let's move on to KS3. This interface is okay. Okay, for KS3, Ms. Norfara and Sonia, amazing effort there. I think this is really good for just the two of you to work on. That's a lot of work. And your design is very complex, yet a good attempt to see how you're actually, I'll give you a little higher. just to motivate you guys. So
Sorry, Dr. Charles.
Yeah.
You missed one more person, which is Miss Allison.
Oh dear, hang on. How did I miss that? Miss Allison. Is she not on this list?
She's
Oh, that's right there. Right here, KS3. How come she's not selected just now? Wait, let me try that again. Oh yeah, there you go. It's Google. It happens. Okay. So where were we? I was with Farah just now. So yeah, so good. So you get an 11 here because there's a lot of work to be done there. So we'll put 11, but you might stay 11 for a bit. Then we'll wait for some more significant changes for you guys. So Allison and Sonia. Excellent. So now that's sorted out. Okay, so your second input is here. Now let's go on to your leaderboard. Yep, you can see there's some changes already. Let's refresh this. Yeah, so now everyone has got badges and everyone is ranking up. So yeah, very strange. How come this badge shows creator and this badge shows creator? I got to do some checking there. Okay, so good. Now XP boost. Now everyone gets, this is day 5. Everyone gets XPs today. I would say I'll just drag 300 XP. So everyone. And yeah, KS4. Let's. Oh yeah, I don't have the grouping here. So 600 here. Sonia 600. And Nur Shahira, right? Yeah. Okay. And KS, sorry, that was KS3. KS4, Mr. Lee, 600.
Dr. Charles.
Yeah.
Now should be Nur Farah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, 300. Nur Farah. Okay. And who else in your group, Mr. Lee?
It's Kam Chaini, Tan Xiaojin, Nur Shahira, and Nurul Shahira.
Okay. Okay. Right. So good. Now, oh, I still haven't linked that yet. Okay. So, okay, so your leaderboard's updated so far. You've got additional 3 points. Well done and congrats. So now we'll move on. Now today, just now you showed some very interesting, there was an interesting presentation of how you presented your class and how you're attempting to incorporate the theme into your Google site. And most of you are already looking at some resources. Now I'm going to show you something along the lines of Google Sites as well. Let's share my screen again. Now, I'm sure some of you are very familiar with Jamboard. Have you heard of Jamboard? Yeah, great. So I'm sure you all use Jamboard in your, in your meetings and whatever. But I thought Jamboard would be a really good thing to use as well if you want to create an interactive map. Now, in the process of, since everybody's website is work in progress and you are now attempting to build your gamified classroom through your website. So which means your website is now your gamified classroom where you have the competitive leaderboard. And of course, you're armed with your little engine where you input the data and you can see the magic happens on a leaderboard on your website and can be viewed by your students. This, I think, is a very good start. But you can add more interactive elements to your website. So one of the ways is to use Google Slides and Jamboard. So how do you do this? Now I'm going to show you a little sample after this. Now here, if you notice this, this map, I did say an example of creating a role-playing game map. Now, you can also use, there are many ways you can Google online, there's even in YouTube, like how you can create a Google Sheet map. I think Sonia, that game that you created, I can't help but notice some kind of something like a Monopoly-like game board, but you've done it in Google Sheets. So yeah, so that's a very, very good template. And I think if you want to share that with everybody, it'll be very fantastic. But another way, I cheat because I'm too lazy to do the Google Sheet sometimes. So I kind of like to play with Google Slides because I just play around with visuals. Now, this is a map I created using Incarnate. Incarnate is this site. You can use Incarnate to create really nice maps, and you can actually sign up for free, and you can just explore the free version, and that'd be good. But of course, the pro version will give you a lot more objects and everything, but the free version already have enough objects to make something as complex. Of course, it's just a matter of the options, more options on the use of objects and everything. So it is really, really nice to create a world for your students to be able to see. So for example, if this is the perceived world of your classroom, then they will, you get their minds to, their imaginations to run wild. And then it creates this excitement where they're able to not just attend your class for learning, but attend your class for escape. I mean, imagine your class not just a place where they play the games to learn, but it's a sanctuary for their imagination. And guess what? Their teachers are so awesome that the teachers are actually playing, quote unquote, with them. And that's exactly what most of you are also trying to do. So the challenge here is maybe you can use not just Jamboard and slides, but I use Jamboard and slide, but you can use Padlet. You can even link to Padlet. You can link to any other collaborative platform, which you can do sketching or pasting or moving about objects on the the surface or on the screen. So in this case, right, back to this, you can see that not everything here is interactive. Now the trick here is in Google Slides, you just have to make the objects to hyperlink. You just have to link the objects to the particular site. So in this case, I've just added one object that will link directly to Jamboard. So when I click on this, it opens the Jamboard immediately. And in Jamboard, of course, in Jamboard, you've got to share the Jamboard file and make it editable. Yeah. So that, and nice thing about Jamboard, unlike Google Slides or anything, you can actually move objects around very easily. Yeah. So I could actually pretend that there's a grid here. I just forgot to put a grid here, but let's say pretend that, all right, this is one student, this is one student, pretend that these are different avatars. And for example, you can move it here and one student comes over here. All right, let's rock, scissors, paper, stone, and have a visual reference to their journey or visual reference to their achievement on a map. Yeah. And they can collect objects here. You can add as many images here as you want. So you can actually add images here, but when the students come here, you can basically, it can be an interactive platform where they can add images for presentation. They can add documents, sticky notes or whatever, and sketch as well. So you can sketch, you can, point to arrows, things like that. And you can draw shapes, right? And so on. Yeah. So you can do things like this. And Jamboard is just a platform, a multi-purpose platform, and it's being used for many purposes, for teaching math or teaching, for tuition classes or for class meetings and things like that. It's just a very good collaborative tool. But let's put it in context. Well, what if you link it to something like this, where you allow the students to be able to do some work in it? Now, the way I did it was, I just use Google Slides, because what I want to do is I want to use Google Slides and since you all are familiar with Google Slides, so it's pretty clear cut, okay, what you need to do. But the catch is this, I don't need to navigate between more than one slide, but I can add more slides here. For example, if I wanted more Jamboards, more Jamboard platforms, so that, and each Jamboard slide or platform linked to one of these slides, that means I've got to duplicate the same image and open that same image in Jamboard. Also, there are multiple Jamboard boards, okay, so that, and it sort of mirrors this one. So in this case, right, so in Google Slide, if I have multiple slides, then if I embed it in my, for example, in my Google site, then obviously I will be able to scroll more than one slide, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. But in this case, I just, for example's sake, I just use one slide. So here, I just add the avatar. I add avatars, or I add the objects here, which you can always insert from anywhere, okay? And here, it's just a matter of linking it. To link it, you just have to press this, okay? And then you can actually add a link, yeah? I believe it's under insert link. So one of the objects is selected, insert link, and then add the link to the website or the Jamboard site here. And on Jamboard, you can actually under share, same like Google Sheets or Google Docs, anyone with the link on the internet with this link can edit. So just copy that link and just paste the link there. So that's it. Yeah, that is one possibility. But then this is just one version of it. But what you guys can do is maybe incorporate this into your site. Show something. The challenge is to show something that the students were able to interact on. Maybe write something. Maybe it's a little fun thing. Maybe write their names or sign something, or post a little selfie of themselves, things like that, or their favorite food or things like that. So that'd be good. Padlet does the trick already. So I leave that to you. Okay? Up to you. Or I leave that to your own creativity to be able to do that. Okay. Now, so that's good. So I think since things are already work in progress, continue to do this, and next week we'll be able to see some more additions to this. Yeah, it's not time sensitive. Take your time to do it, and enjoy it. Yeah. So the two challenges. One, start to incorporate a theme and make it not just embedding. It's not just about embedding videos, but make it interactive. And just like a good example is what Sonia's team was showing. It may be a whole game. It may be just a one-time event, but can you imagine your entire class becoming that world? So that is very well illustrated by a platform called Classcraft. Now, in your email, I've actually, just to show you, yeah, maybe if a few of you can set up a free account, that would be good. But just for example's sake, but then maybe we can explore this a little bit more. Yeah. So the trick is this: I emailed you this your class code. So in order to join it, you just have to open a free account. Just select I'm a student, paste the class code here, and then press next and continue your sign up. Yeah. Now let me just log in and see if has anyone managed to paste the class code or anything. I know it's a bit too soon, but again, this is not time sensitive. We can probably, if nobody has done it just yet, then you could do it. Take your time and do it, or maybe next week we can explore this a little further. Yeah.
Dr. Charles,
Yeah.
for class craft, right, I actually registered as a teacher because I'm planning to use it next week. But will this actually affect my my process of logging into this class?
No, this is separate.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
this is totally separate. So are you trying to put your class code in?
Okay, I'm gonna try now.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to log in on my account. It even have this become a CCE1 educator. Now, a lot has changed in Classcraft since the time I played it. Let me go to class settings to see. Oh, good. There's a few of you. Okay, come Chinese here, Juju is here. All right, great. Okay, so now when we go to,
Sorry, how do we get in again? We have to enter your code, is it?
yeah, do you know how to get in?
Not quite.
Yeah, just have to press sign up.
Uh-huh.
If you press sign up, then you would see I'm a student, I'm a teacher, I'm a parent. You see that three options.
Okay.
Select I'm a student.
All right, I'll just write down the step first because my class craft is not loading.
Okay, yeah, just
After we select student, then
then you will ask, it'll give you an option to paste the code, the class code, which I have sent in your email.
okay.
Yeah, so just to copy that code, paste it there, and then just press next, and then continue your sign up.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Right. Okay, so now that you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't think I'm just for example, just for experiment's sake, we're not going to group you up by class, or maybe I can try to group the 4 first. In terms of team, we can already add teams over here, but yeah, you could. It would be good to add a team. Let's say team 1, team 2, team 3, 3 teams, and team 4, or add a team here, team 4. So I could actually drag students. So I could drag students in here. Say, I'm just playing around with this. So I'm just dragging students in here. Okay. Okay. Well, one of you would be group of 3. So
Dr. Charles, sorry
Yeah.
for the interruption. Just one question, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way like these apps can randomize other than we can drag them
Yeah.
into team?
Good question. You can't. I don't think so. You just have, you randomize it on your own. You randomize the names on your own, then you drag the names in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's how it doesn't have the randomize button here. I can't remember whether the old version had the randomize button here, but as far as I know, I don't think so. So we kind of like, actually drag the names there, but you could randomize it on your own first. So once that's done, you can customize the game rules, but we're not going to do that. I'm just going to import maybe some settings from a previous class just for speed this up. So import. Okay, once everyone is in, this is the class dashboard. Now, then I'll go to class tools. Then you just have to, this is the home button. The home button, you just go for the classroom. Now let me start, just press play. So at play, interface looks quite new. Okay. Sonia, where's the map button? Do you know?
Usually you would actually have to go to this particular bar. Hold on, let me just.
Yeah, strange. I can't find the map button.
I went through this yesterday, Dr. Chen, but I can't remember.
Yeah, well, to me, it's kind of like revision because, but I thought it was easily found around here.
I think you have to go under your task. Go under your profile.
My profile.
All right. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Let me just see. Is it activity or library? Because I managed to create a quest.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Create a quest.
All
Class
right.
tools. It has to be class tools.
Yeah. Okay, just let me just check.
Interface, game rules. Yeah, basically, there is a map here. Sorry that I cannot find the link to that map, but when you create a quest, means you're creating some kind of pathway for the students to complete their task. So, yeah. So
Dr. Charles, there should be a quest button on the left.
That's why. That's why I was looking. I'm looking for that one.
Yeah, it's in. I have it though on mine. Yeah, you don't have it though.
Strange.
For some
I
reason.
don't have it. Yeah.
The new one, it's a little bit complicated. It's not at the site because yesterday when I was trying to find it, it was not at the site as well. It's a little different.
You could try your demo class, sir. The demo class at the
Yeah,
bottom.
let me try the demo class then. Let's go back to home. Maybe I'll try some of my old classes. Okay. Oh yeah, there you see. So that's the thing. You have a quest. How come I don't have a quest? Maybe it's something I need to set. Yeah, you see, there's quite a number of things. It's strange that when I set up the new account, you don't really have it. But this is.
You muted yourself, sir.
Dr. Charles, you are muted.
Yeah. So this is the quest. So during the time where I actually used this for my class, this function was not there yet. There was no upgrades. It was still the avatars and the other class tools. But this quest, you could actually create one. So to create one, let's say if you manage to see something like this, you just press the plus button here, then click anywhere to play on the map to place your quest. So let's say I want my quest to start from the Crystal Island right here. So I selected a quest map. So you got a choice. Yeah. So enter a quest name. Say journey to the gold or something. Yeah. So I'm just going to select the quest map that looks something like maybe something like this. Then press next. And then assign journey to the goal to other classes. Ah, okay. Let's assign this to, is there any, I can't assign to your class. It's strange. Maybe I assign it to this class. I must have selected something wrong. That's why I couldn't see it. So, okay, let's say I've already done it and choose a starting place. So maybe I can choose, say here, write a fictional story below to introduce students to the objectives. So this is you will go through a whole series of customization or writing the whole narrative. So what the application will do is map out its navigation for you. So you don't have to worry about how you're navigating it. All you need to do is input the information. So so you write a story here. Okay, write a story. Find a way to get to the next quest because time is running out. Example. Yeah, you can even put images. You can put images, you can put videos. Let's say you actually made a short video, a short video clip, fictional one, something to create the atmosphere or whatever. Then you can add pictures or whichever, so you can it's something like an assignment brief or a little task handout. So then you press save. So you already have the introduction right there. See, it appears there like a little icon. Then you can add an objective. Okay, once you have your first introduction, then add an objective. So click on the map to place your objective, and your objective may be, let's say, it's over here. So the objective, there'd be different kinds of objective. You could use a quiz as your objective. A quest, you can indicate that this is the end of your quest, or this could be just one of the tasks. If it's one of the tasks, then say find the wizard. Right, so I put this as a task. The wizard have the scroll. Find the scroll and solve the equation. So something like that. Yeah. So then go next. The magic equation. Yep. So after you've done that, you might need to create the task. What is 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 1, 2, 9, 8, 9 divide by 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Like an impossible equation. So enable assignment. So you enable them to upload an assignment. You can even put a due date. Yeah. And you can, as student reward, experience points. Let's go for, say, because of the complexity of the equation, 1000 experience points. And gold, no gold pieces. Enable reward for early hand-in. Yeah, something like that. So this due date is probably at 11 p.m. and this one in the morning or something, or maybe earlier, 6 p.m. So again, here, oh, here you're supposed to do this. Okay. Okay, just assume that. So here at the additional, you can add, say, a little bit more for the reward, and allow students to have a class discussion about the objective. Yes, next. So you have all this customization thing for the task. So task is also like specific tasks under the project, or it can be the task standalone task. So give a student rewards for completing the objective. So you can add as much gold pieces. Usually you can give them arbitrary way, like you can award them anytime you want. Yeah. Allow students to automatically proceed to the next objective upon completing the task assignment. So it could be self-paced progress, or you can just approve them to move forward. So just save it. So once you have that, then you see the narrative of the magic equation is here. Find the wizard. So from introduction, find the wizard, and then again, you can add another objective. You can add, which means additional tasks. You can add a number of tasks here, and a quest end. So if you notice, a map like this gives a student who is in a state of play, when they're in a state of play, they connecting the dots. They're actually they're basically playing or sort of like simulating. They're in a simulation. So they know that the class is simulating a game-like environment or another fantasy environment, and it's a sense of escape, which gives them less stress, when they are actually in a classroom. So the classroom environment becomes a very different environment, a perceived environment, but they are also conscious of the fact that they have to solve problems, but it gets them to visualize themselves as something else, someone more than who they are. And that's one of the special thing about the game world, and how you project yourself, so that the sense of self-efficacy is important. They want to feel special. They want to feel magical. They want to feel that they have an additional ability to do something. So why not? So it's not something that it's just a childish thing or whatever. It's not that at all. It's really important for anyone. And to me, in my honest opinion, it's also important for adults. Now, another thing you can see is you can also, apart from adding objective here, you can also click on this button to draw a path. Now, drag one objective to another to form a path. So that's interesting. So you can actually create waypoints. Yeah. So you can add waypoints. So like from here to here. So add more objectives to create branches. So this way you can add waypoints. So that waypoints will give you a very immersive feeling about this map. It makes you think that this map now has increased its importance. It's not just an image. So once you're ready for students, yeah.
Can I just ask, right, when we create a path like that, is it like a linear game where you have to complete one level before you go on to the next, or is it still, or can they explore, as in like they can go to different points to whichever quest that they want to do?
Good question. I think it's a linear game. If you can have it's a sequential or linear game if you create the path from one object to another. To answer your question, yes. But if you want to create some kind of arbitrary kind of way to do it, you probably, I've not tried it, but give it a shot. Maybe you could have here, something like that. Maybe zigzag. I'm not sure what else you can do with this, but you could. Under edit quest, you can actually probably will be able to do something like that. But at this point, I don't have a lot of tasks here. Yeah, but I
Alright.
might probably play around with this, and maybe we'll see how it goes later on.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So then once you're ready for students to access your quest, click this button to make it visible. So there you go. So currently it's not visible. So you just click it to make it visible. So show the quest. So why not share your awesome work with friends, whatever. Yeah. So proceed. So you just proceed or share whatever, share your quest on the marketplace. Yeah, there you go. So you can do things like that. Yeah, so far this is currently visible to one of your classes and so on. Now, curious. There you go. I'm not sure. I've kind of investigate why my quest is this quest appears when I select other classes and not your class. So I will check that out later on. But what do you think of Classcraft? What do you think what you're seeing? I know it will seem a little complex in the beginning, but Sonia will be a good witness for you. I'm sure Sonia really enjoys this. And right now, I have to say, prior to this, I've used it very actively, but there was no quest. But ever since as a quest year, I realized that I've moved from pre-U programs to degree programs, and I'm with postgraduate students. And I don't know if Classcraft really applies to these classes, but I'm sure it can apply for workshops. So I've not really put in a lot of effort to explore Quest and some of the newer features of this, but feel free to do so. But I want to do this since I'm doing this with you. This is kind of an opportunity for me to, a good reason for me to get back into it and to try this out. So there you go. And of course, there's other functions like quest libraries. You can create different quests and assign it to different classes. Yeah, and so on. So you have other things as well, like a game feed and so on. Yeah. Now, what's special about Classcraft is you can also download the Classcraft app. They have a mobile app, and with the Classcraft mobile app, you can access your avatar. And chances are with these new features, you probably would be able to see where you are in your quest. And also for the lecturers, the lecturers who have the app on their mobile devices, we can assign you gold pieces. I remember giving gold pieces after dinner when I see notifications that my students downloaded something and things like that. So, I actually did things like that. So there you go. So I think there's quite a bit to explore. And now it has integration with Google Classroom. And it makes it a lot easier, to add your students there. So that's Classcraft. Now, apart from gamifying, using gamified maps or gamified environments. Speaking of environments, environment is something that is quite a very subjective area when you want to talk about it. Now, especially when you want to deal with students who are very familiar with online games, and I'm sure all your students are very familiar with online games, like those first-person games, like Fortnite, Apex Legends. I don't know how they do it. I tried playing one of those because they persuaded me to get into Apex Legends. So I tried it, and Valorant. I didn't last 2 minutes in there because I couldn't survive. I'm not very good at it, particularly Warzone. As soon as I landed on my parachute, I'm dead because someone just, I don't know, maybe they hacked the game or something. I don't know, but it's just ridiculous. I don't have time to look around, So they are very familiar with things, and they're so they have grown accustomed to 360 scrolling environments. So when you understand how students perceive environments, especially in their devices or in computers, how would you want to take advantage of that? So I found a platform as well that you can. Now, this is slowly becoming a very, very popular platform. Sorry, not this one, not this one, this one. Yeah. So this one here is called Engage VR. Now, what's special about Engage VR? Now, there's so many different kinds of social virtual reality platforms that you are able to see 360. But don't get intimidated when you see this. The catch is this: you're able to do this even from your computer screen. Yeah, so you can actually do this here. So I'm right now at the moment trying to figure out the best way to create social engagement with any students. Also, of course, you can create social engagements with adults and my colleagues and all that. We have done some demos. We've done a couple of webinars about this, but it's also work in progress in terms of what we're able to do with this platform and finding the relevance into the gamified world. So how do we gamify it? Now, if the big case or say as a case study, it'd be good to think about how does students think of a gamified environment. Like they're already playing games, they're already playing 3D games, but how are we able to get them into a 3D environment and gamify it? Now, this is really great. And I just wanted to share this with you all. Say, let me log in. Now, Engage is very useful for educators in particular, but you don't have let's say, even if your students sorry. Oops. Let me sign in another way, then I'll share screen. Now, even if the students are not in the environment with you, but they can watch you present something and teach as well. So these are also opportunities for you to create like videos, which you're able to actually explainer videos and lesson videos, and your avatar will be able to be seen doing that. Okay, I'm launching it right now. Just one moment. So there's other platforms too. Like for example, let me show you. Now there is also VR chat. Now VR chat is also very popular, something like this. Yeah. Very popular with students. What students love to do is see themselves as different avatars. So I noticed that some of you are trying to create avatars for students. And what you notice in Classcraft as well is that each student will have an avatar. Yeah. So it's launched. I'm just switching between applications right here. I'm not sure which applications which right now. Where's my Zoom? Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna share my other screen. Okay. Okay, so this is right here. You can see these are just news of what's happening right now in the Engage platform. Yep. So let me just join session. Now there's so many things you can do here. You can create an create your own avatar. And what's interesting is the teacher can create its own avatar. Sonia, did you notice anything about Classcraft giving us opportunities to create our own avatar? Not yet, right?
It's like as a student, right, I can't actually, customize my avatar yet. But when I signed up as a teacher, the students, I mean, they did have a notification over there that students will be able to customize their powers,
Avatar.
everything
Yeah.
there.
But except for the teachers, right?
Yeah, except for the
Yeah.
teacher.
I told them, I actually brought up that question. I don't understand why they haven't done it yet. So anyway, I'm just joining a session here. No, wait, hang on. Start session. Yeah, it's start session. There's so many free places here. There is a lecture hall. These are some of the free spots on a Martian surface. You can even share a 360 video. There's a 360 video room, and a campfire, and there's like a hall, and there's other places too. Okay, now let's try the Sky Hotel. Now, you may be asking which computers would be able to access something like this. I would say most computers can. I think most computers have a decent graphics processing unit, and you have I think at least 8 gigs of RAM should be good. I think you're fine. Yeah, an i5 processor, that's all right already. So you can see this just looks just like Call of Duty Warzone. I'm actually moving this way, just like how you move in a game. Yeah, you can even run. Yeah, it's exactly like something like Call of Duty. Now this is really conducive for discussions. Yeah, because you're presenting everything in 3D. Now, it'd be better if you use it with a headset, but you don't need a headset to get started with this. Right now, I'm seeing it from my computer screen, like all around you, 360, like this. See, you can go up, down, everywhere. So it is kind of immersive. You can go up the stairs. Yeah, these things pass you by. So think about the theme. This is like more like a sci-fi hotel theme, and it's like on the clouds or something. Yeah. So let's look for a place where you can do a presentation. Now, how do you do a presentation? Okay, now I'm just going to go down here. Maybe I'll go right here. Okay. So I actually can do a presentation. Now, if I was using a headset, now the only problem with this one is you can't see yourself. Now, the only way to see yourself is to be able to record. There's a recording feature, and then you can see yourself kind of like in third person. So now I press escape, then hang on. The Zoom platform is, I gotta move kind of. Okay. So I press escape, then I go to content, media. So if I load media, then I can actually put in a YouTube lesson. A YouTube lesson that looks something like okay. So So I paste the YouTube link here and then let it just play that. Select 2D. So yeah. Just wait for it to load. Okay. So now now that it's playing, you can't hear the sound, but because I have not shared sound, but you will be able to hear the sound as usual. So here you could let me speed it up a little bit. I'm not sure why the video is not loaded. Maybe it's the wrong video that I pasted.
This is Gamma. It's a new...
Okay. Let me try again.
Of the cruise.
Oh yeah, there you go.
activities,
Now you can see
in
this.
Baikonur earlier today.
So then if I press escape, now you can see that video is still playing. Yeah. Yeah. So it's actually playing, and then you can actually it actually frames the entire video. This one is the video link problem. So anyway, so here you will have friends here, and then you can talk about it to them. But what's interesting about this is I can see that you can load media, and you can also add objects. Yeah, you can also add objects. So by going to IFX, and I could add objects like let's say if I wanted to add different kinds of objects in the same space, I can, let's say I wanted to add a chicken, then a chicken will load. So there you go. So let's say I was thinking maybe I add chicken somewhere in the environment, and they just have to go count number of chickens in the environment or something like that, you know, things like that. So or add specific objects and ask them to examine it like a tractor engine or something scientific, you know, or do some kind of computation task, things like that. So I'm just sharing this with you, that's all. It's just, this is one of the platform. Let's say if you have thoughts about trying to gamify your class, more three-dimensional environment. So that's the keyword. Exploring environments, perceiving environments. These are questions that's worth studying in this and worth discussing. Yeah. So let me exit. Okay. So anyway, anyone have any questions so far? So the two things I leave you with today, take your time, not time sensitive, just continue to build your website, make it really nice, interactive, because I would love to compile these websites onto my website, and I would love to explore them myself. So fantastic work, all of you, for doing this, and all the best to you in your exam preparations. I know you're very busy, but take time to rest and nourish yourself. Okay, have a good evening. And also for the group that have issues with the badges, feel free to stay back. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Charles.
All right.
Thanks, sir. Can I
For the
just
rest-
ask? Sorry.
Yeah, sure, Melvin.
Are you familiar with something called Gather Town?
Yes.
Yeah. So ostensibly, it's similar, right? Just without the VR component. Would you say that we
Yeah.
could gamify the same with the same methodology?
Yeah, I like Gather Town actually because it reminds me of one of those old Final Fantasy games.
Pokemon style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of similar. Um, there are some interactive issues concerning that, but it's just a matter of understanding that function. Then it'll work really well for you. But what is nice is you have that you have the couch and you can zone areas there.
Yep.
So you can actually move to different zones. And what I like about it is you can put music, the jukebox, that really works. There's some things I really like about it though. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of interactable elements inside as well. So
They do. Yeah. I bet they're going to add more. I hope they do.
So yeah, I bring this up because I think a lot of elementary school students, they're on Chromebooks. So yeah, not much of an i5 8 gig. That's out of the question.
Right.
So yeah, so just maybe a 2D side scroller kind of or
Yeah.
thing is something that we could look at.
Yeah,
Yes,
good point. 2D side scroller would be fine as well. GatherTown would be nice. I think some of you are members of GatherTown. Have you all used GatherTown for your actual meetings? No? Okay. Tell your boss to do it. That'll be quite fun. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah, do share. Yeah, feel free. I'll go together. I have a GatherTown account, and maybe I'll drop you guys an email. Just pop in there. Maybe next week we can have some fun there. Yeah. Good suggestion, Melvin. Thanks.
Thank you.
Dr. Charles.
Yeah.
Dr. Charles, there's a
Yeah.
question here. Just now for the class
Oh,
craft,
Como
right?
Space. Yeah, go on.
Now for the class craft, right? We log in. I log in as a student.
Yeah.
And after I sign out, there is no way for me to log in as a teacher anymore. Yeah. So and there's nothing that I can do to leave the class or to yeah, I just can't. They asked me for another email if I want to log in as a teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strange. Usually you should be able to log in again using the same email address.
Because I try to sign out, I sign out and I try to log in again, and I click I am a teacher, and then I log in again using the same email.
Oh.
Yeah, they say I can't do it anymore.
Miss Kam,
yeah.
Can I try, Mr. Charles?
Yeah,
Miss Kam, in your profile on there's called something unlink your Google account. Have you tried that option yet? In your
unlink it is still cannot sign up as a teacher anymore.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you can't sign up twice with the same email address. If you, excuse me, if you try to sign up again and using the same, maybe you accidentally press sign up rather than log in. Do you want to check again? Try log
Dr.
in.
Charles, I log in already. It's automatically as a student because there's no way I can leave the class.
So I have to kick you out from the class.
I don't know how you're going. Maybe you can try now. See whether I can log in as a teacher.
Wait. Maybe I just delete the class. Hang on. Let me share screen first. Let's show you what I'm doing. Just tell me what you think, yeah? Okay, now here it is. So I could, okay, who was having problems just now? Kama, okay. And what if I do this? What if I remove you? Never mind, you can always come in again.
Please remove me also, Xiaojin.
Xiaojin, all right. Okay, maybe Sonia, I remove you also because since you already have a.
Dr. Charles, you don't have to remove me because I signed up as
different
a
email.
student, using username because they.
Using
Yeah.
the username, okay.
Dr. Charles, can you remove me as well? No sharing. Because I had the same issues as well.
Okay. All right. Shall I remove everybody in case so everyone can try as teachers or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr.
might as
Charles,
well, might as
because
well.
I actually I actually used my school email to sign up, as a teacher before. So I couldn't sign in using, I mean, as a student using the same email. So I signed in using my personal Gmail. So
Yeah.
maybe I think other teachers have to do that also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I think I signed in as student already, so I don't think I can sign in as teacher anymore.
Okay, okay. It's just a matter of that. Yeah, no issues. Yeah. Go, everyone go.
I think it doesn't work. I mean, Dr. Chow, it doesn't work. Even though you kick us out, we still cannot. You cannot log in.
Refresh. Refresh.
Yeah, we are still students.
Huh? Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Hang on. Let me delete the class. Oh, I'm removing everybody at this point. Okay, let me just delete the class then. You can always set up new classes. Hey, wait. Can we? It used to be so easy to delete the class.
I don't think deleting class will help. I think
won't?
we experienced something like this with Flipgrid, or I can't remember which one of the app that we use, and we had to get the admin to change to reset our account.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think it was Nearpod. I think maybe we need to write in or something. To
Yeah.
get the
I know it wasn't Nearpod, because Nearpod we can go as student or as teacher. It was either Flipgrid or one of the other.
Another one is clear your cache. But clearing your cache, you might want to first make sure that you got all the important passwords and login recorded. Well, I didn't know this was that complex. It used to be quite simple. Gosh, this is unexpected, really.
I think we need to write into Classcraft already. This is
Yeah, I'll
when
send
we
them a
sign up.
message.
We
I'll send
sign
them
up
a
as a student. We cannot change anymore.
Right. Okay, why don't you give it a bit of time and then try to refresh your browser, clear your cache if you can, then try to go in again, but sign in with a different email. Apologies, I didn't. Maybe I should have used. No, but you signed up with your personal email already, right? So yeah. Or just get in with with your username or something. So okay, I'll check it out. I'll come back to you on this. No problem. I'll sign out. See whether it does any good. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? If there's no other questions, then thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Nice to see all of you. Right. Have a good evening. Next week, maybe we can try Gather Town. Yeah, and also we will continue to look at how much you're building up your website and your gamified class. So take care, all the best. And for Sonia's team, maybe you can stay back for a short while.
Hi, sir. Can I have a few minutes of your time as well?
No problem, Melvin. Take care, everybody else. Have a
Thank
good
you,
evening.
Dr. Charles.
Bye.
Thank you,
Dr.
Dr.
Chow.
Chow.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Okay.
All right. So, Dr. Charles.
Yeah.